Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our interfaith prayers. Prayers this afternoon will be said by, from the Christian prayer, will be done by Pastor Winston Messiah, Senior Assistant Pastor from the First Assemblies of God Church. The Hindu prayer will be done by Pandit Gopnath Prasad of the Hope Hindu Temple. And the Muslim prayer will be done by Brother Imran Ali of the Muslim Youth Organization.
His Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister, all the distinguished members of this audience, good afternoon. It is my delight to represent the Christian community. I invite us to pray. Kindly bow your heads with me. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks this day, for truly you are a good God. Your word says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, and his mercies endureth forever." We can truly testify that you have been good to us as a people and as a nation. Guyana, God stands as a golden diamond on the mouth of South America with the influence over the Caribbean. We say thank you. We many times declare it is a place where God lives. For we truly believe that you not only placed us here, but, oh God, you are guiding our steps and preserving our everyday life and living. These are just some of the reasons we say thank you today. Even as we celebrate this awesome edifice that is being dedicated, we say thank you. We call upon you, therefore, O God, to help us in our human infirmities. Help us, dear God, that we will be able to demonstrate the principles necessary for corporate success. We ask you, dear God, that you, O God, will grant unto us wisdom. You will grant unto us knowledge and understanding. You will grant unto us a spirit of excellence. You will grant unto us a sense of maintenance. You will give us, O God, quality equipment that will last beyond the lifetime of its manufacturers. You, O God, will help us to continue to maintain an environment of collaboration. Oh, we say thank you for the collaboration that we enjoy with our sister nation, China. We pray, therefore, God, that this collaboration will extend. Dear God, we pray that you will continue to plant us like a tree planted by rivers of living water that bring forth its fruit in its season, whose leaves shall never wither, and whatever we do shall prosper. Therefore, we bless your holy name and ask that you continue to guide this entire proceedings for your honor and your glory. Oh, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Oh, may he lift up his countenance upon you and grant you peace. Shalom.
Namaste. We dedicate this hospital to your service, O dear Lord, that it may be a place of healing and a haven of hope. Bless the staff, the doctors, the nurses, and all who will work here, that they may be instruments of your healing touch. O dear Lord, comfort and strengthen those who are sick. Grant them peace and hope in your care. Be with their families and give them strength to support their loved ones. We thank you for the provision of this hospital, a place where healing can be sought and found. May it be a blessing to our community for years and years to come. Guide the work of this hospital that it may continue to be a place of healing, comfort, and hope for all who enters its doors. Bless this community as well. Bless this country as we serve, that they may have access to the care and support they need here at this very hospital, as well as the spiritual care that they need. Oh dear Lord, you know the needs of the people we serve. May this hospital provide the medical care, the comfort, and the hope they need. We ask for your guidance as we serve our community. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamaeva Vandana Mrityor Mukshemamritat. Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantraye. Om Amrita Kalashe Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashana Sarvarogan Viraraya Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Let us pray. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. All praise is due to Allah, God Almighty, the Lord of the worlds. We thank you for the blessing us this day, for the opportunity to gather and witness the opening of this new Diamond Regional Hospital. O Allah, we thank you for allowing this project to come to completion, and we ask that you make it a source of ongoing good for the community of Diamond and the nation at large. O Allah, we ask you to place your blessings in this institution and in all who serve within it. Bless the doctors, the nurses, the administrators, and staff. Grant them the strength to carry out their duties with excellence and the reward for their service in this life and the next. O Allah, O God Almighty, you're the one who heals. From you alone comes healing, and to you we turn in times of pain and uncertainty. We ask you to bring comfort and recovery to all those who will seek treatment here. Ease their suffering, strengthen their families, and grant patience to those in hardship. O Allah, we thank you for the efforts and leadership of the government who helped bring this vision to reality. Reward those in positions of responsibility who work sincerely for the benefit of the people. And Allah, reward all those officials, healthcare professionals, workers, and donors who made sacrifices to bring this project to life. Accept it from them as a form of blessing, and let every act of healing that takes place here weigh heavy on their scale of deeds. And Allah, bless His Excellency, Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, and his government for their continued efforts in ensuring that our people receive the best health care. O Allah, we ask you to accept this our humble prayer. Ameen.
Thank you very much, my brothers, and thank you very much, everyone. You may have your seats. His Excellency, Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, the Honorable Prime Minister, retired Brigadier Mark Phillips and Lady Phillips, the Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, members of Cabinet, His Excellency, Her Excellency, I beg your pardon, Her Excellency Yang Yang, Chinese Ambassador to Guyana, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of Parliament, senior officials of the Ministry of Health and other ministries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, good afternoon. This is indeed a privilege to come this afternoon to join His Excellency in this very auspicious occasion of the commissioning of the Diamond Regional Hospital. On behalf of His Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, I wish to take the opportunity to welcome you into this space as we enjoy the setting sun and its heat on the east bank of the Demerara, and in the beautiful landscape of this state-of-the-art medical facility. It was the 2nd of May 2023 when many of us joined His Excellency on the grounds of the Bath Hospital for the sad-turning exercise of this and 5 other hospitals. And today it is indeed a privilege and a joy to join His Excellency again in celebrating the ribbon-cutting exercise of the first of 6 state-of-the-art hospitals here in Guyana. We are extremely delighted that all of you from the East Bank and East Coast and on the West Side and wherever you came from this afternoon to help mark this occasion, we're delighted that you're here. And we want to thank you and ask you to feel welcome as we celebrate this great achievement. Can you put your hands together for His Excellency and his leadership in getting this done for us in such a record time? At this time, I want to make way for a few of our leaders to make remarks and addresses. I should let you know that the process of getting this hospital ready was not an easy one, but it is one that the team, the government of Guyana, and the team of the Ministry of Health, along with the contractors and the engineering supervising firm, has worked tirelessly to ensure that we can have this done today. And one of those persons who were involved integrally in the process is none other than Mr. Malcolm Watkins, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health. Can you please help me welcome him for his remarks?
His Excellency, the President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Honorable Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, government ministers, members of the Joint Services, the Diplomatic Corps, my fellow permanent secretaries, distinguished colleagues, guests, members of the media, and I stand on existing protocol as is previously established. It is with great pride and immense gratitude that I stand before you today on this momentous occasion for the official commissioning of the Diamond Regional Hospital, the first of 6 hospitals that will be completed in the coming months. This is not just a building that you're looking at. It is the beginning of an exciting journey for a modern healthcare system for Guyana. As Permanent Secretary, I have had the distinct pleasure of witnessing and being involved in the vision for this hospital to come to life. From the planning tables to operationalization of the operating theaters, the emergency rooms, and the CT scanners. This hospital stands as a powerful symbol and testament to what we can achieve with innovation, collaboration, and purpose converged with great leadership to bring a vision into reality, and we must thank the government for this. The Diamond Regional Hospital is more than a state-of-the-art facility. It is a beacon of care designed to serve every individual who walks in its doors with compassion, dignity, excellence, from advanced surgical suites to the patient care-centered spaces. Every detail reflects our unwavering focus on patients' well-being. This journey has not been without its challenges, from logistical challenges, technological, technical, human resources, but each challenge was met with an unwavering commitment by leadership and our partners alike. The ministry extends our heartfelt thanks to everyone for your sacrifices, your commitment to bringing this hospital into a reality. We especially wish to acknowledge the visionary leadership, the steadfast leadership and support of His Excellency President Ali for making this hospital come into a reality for us today. As we officially open this facility, let it stand as a promise to our communities that their health and well-being are our highest priorities, and that the government of Guyana will always strive to provide a world-class healthcare system for all. Thank you for being a part of this historic milestone in our nation's development. Together, let us move forward, healthier, stronger, in the future as one Guyana. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, P.S. Watkins. And indeed, the journey has been one of collaboration, and the government of Guyana would have sought, as part of the collaboration, the technical know-how in being able to supervise the project. And at this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Karan Saw, VICAB engineering representative, to do an overview, project overview. Can you make him feel welcome, please?
His Excellency, Honorable Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Yeah, you got that there? Okay. Retired Brigadier Mr. Mark Phillips, Prime Minister of Guyana. Her Excellency Yang Yang, the Chinese Ambassador. Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, and other government ministers. Mr. Malcolm Mr. Malcolm Watkins, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, and other permanent secretaries, distinguished guests, members of the media, and members of the Diamond community. First and foremost, on behalf of VCAB Guyana Limited, our heartfelt congratulations to His Excellency the President and the Government of Guyana for this most significant milestone in the ongoing development of the healthcare system in Guyana. The Diamond Regional Hospital, as was mentioned earlier, is the first of 6 regional hospitals to be commissioned under this program. The other 5 will be following right behind. In fact, at this very moment, we are carrying out tests on the medical equipment at Enmore Regional Hospital, which will be the next one to open. With a brief overview of this Diamond Regional Hospital, this modern state-of-the-art healthcare facility is sited on approximately 4 acres of land. The main building, which is a 2-story structure, has a total floor area of over 6,000 square meters and supporting infrastructure within the compound. This is a fully air-conditioned 75-bed hospital and includes 3 operating theaters, CT scanner, X-ray machines. There is an emergency department, which houses one of the operating theaters, a dental suite, a large pharmacy and dispensary, and a fully fitted out laboratory. And each of the wards in this hospital has a maximum of 5 beds and bathroom facilities. The services offered here include areas such as obstetrics and gynecology, pediatrics, internal medicine, just to name a few. The dining area, a large dining area, which is served by a fully equipped kitchen and a completely automated laundry section. In fact, this is really like a one-stop shop when it comes to healthcare facility. With respect to the contract, the main parties involved are the Ministry of Health as the client and employer. The contractor, CAMC Sinopharm International Consortium from China, were responsible for the design, the construction, and the complete fitting out of the facility. And VGAP Guyana Limited as the supervisory consultants overseeing the construction and administering the contract on behalf of the Ministry of Health. And on that note, I would like to thank the team from the Ministry of Health for their direction and drive in bringing this project to this stage. I must recognize the contractor, CAMC Sinopharm International, for delivering this project. As the Permanent Secretary said earlier, it hasn't been an easy task. There were many challenges and many ups and downs, but this is not unusual for a design-build project of this type. But most importantly, all parties involved had the same common goal, and that was to deliver a successful project. And with the teamwork and the cooperation of all parties, we actually achieved that. To the members of the Diamond community, please take pride in this significant landmark in your community. Respect it and treasure it. In years to come within these walls, lives will be saved, and families will take comfort in knowing that their loved ones are receiving world-class medical attention. And last but by no means least, it would be remiss of me if I didn't acknowledge my own colleagues at VCAB. Their hard work and dedication played a major role in the development of this project, both on the field and in office. And I would like to mention at this for over 30 years now. And our managing director, Mr. Hadat Punwasi, is a native of Guyana. In fact, he's from Berbice. And I know that this project has brought him immense pride. He's been very emotional about having played a significant role in the development of his native land. At VCAB Guyana, Your Excellency and the Government of Guyana, we wish you continued success, not only in the development of the healthcare sector, but generally in the development of this country on the whole. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Saw. At this time, His Excellency I believe we can celebrate with some of the partnership that we talk about. And it is most fitting at this time for us to invite the Chinese Association of Guyana. They're going to be doing for us the lion dance. Can you put your hands together for them as they do the lion dance for us? Come on, put your hands together one more time. His Excellency, yesterday I was speaking with one of my Chinese friends, and he said to me that it would be a little tiger coming today to do the dance. But the lion showed up. We're so happy. All right, so put your hands together and bless them once again. We'll now hear from the company that actually did the hard work. And to put this masterpiece in place, getting the hospital built, enduring the constraints, but still delivering in record time, please help me welcome the Vice President of CAMC, Mr. Yang Hailu. Put your hands together as he comes.
His Excellency, President of Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Honorable Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, His Excellency Prime Minister Mark Antony Phillips and Lady, Her Excellency Chinese Ambassador to Guyana, Madam Yang Yang, Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Antony, Honorable Ministers of Guyana Government, members of the diplomatic corps, permanent secretaries, all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On this very important day, it's my great honor to attend the commissioning of the Diamond Regional Hospital here. On behalf of CAMC Sinopharm Consortium, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations on the opening of this Diamond Hospital. Congratulations to President Ali for leading the people of Guyana to achieve these great achievements. I clearly remember 2 years ago, with the witness of Your Excellency President, we held the groundbreaking ceremony of the hospital project. At the ceremony, I promised the President we would complete the hospital construction 2 years later. China CAMC Engineering Company, as a responsible leading Chinese enterprise, we are fully aware how important this project is to the government of Guyana and the peoples. Over the past 2 years, we have mobilized the company's high-quality resources, utilized Chinese advanced technology and state-of-the-art medical equipment, overcame various difficulties, and complete all construction and installation work of the hospital on schedule. Today, I am proud to cite that we have fulfilled our promise to Your Excellency President. Today's achievements would not have been possible without everyone's care and support. Here, on behalf of China CAMC and Sinopharm, I would like to deeply appreciate and thank the government of Guyana, Your Excellency President, the Chinese Embassy in Guyana, Your Excellency Ambassador Yang Yang, the Ministry of Health of Guyana, Honorable Minister and your team, China Sinosure and the financial institutions, our team, our partners, and of course, the warm, hospitable, and hardworking people of Guyana. For their full support and assistance, with your support, we have achieved what we have today. Under the Belt and Road Initiative, the regional hospital, as a livelihood project, will benefit the nation and the people of Guyana. The regional hospital project stands as a great achievement of joint efforts and collaboration between Chinese and Guyanese peoples. We have worked together, shared technologies, and passed on skills. Every link from construction to training has witnessed our mutual endeavor. The opening of this hospital today marks the starting point for the rapid development of Guyana's medical and healthcare undertakings. In the near future, another 5 regional hospitals will also come into use, and the goal of the health for all will surely be realized at all. Finally, I would like to sincerely thank all friends who have given us support and help again. I wish the great Guyana people have great achievements and a more brilliant future under the leadership of Your Excellency President. Wish you all here have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Hailu. And just in case you need to refresh, the ushers are passing through the aisles. They can get you a bottle of water. And if you need the lavatory, it's to my left, at the back, just in case you need to go. I begin this afternoon, Mr. President, by mentioning how important partnership was, or partnership is to the process. And we have a good partner and friend this afternoon that I want you to put your hands together and help welcome. Her Excellency Yang Yang, the Chinese ambassador to Guyana. Please make her feel welcome.
His Excellency, President Dr. Mohammad Irfan Ali, Honorable Prime Minister Brigadier Mark Phillips, and Madam, Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, Honorable Ministers, Mr. Yan Hai Liu, Vice President of CAMC, members of Diplomatic Corps, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to attend today's ceremony. First of all, please allow me to extend my sincere appreciation to His Excellency, President Dr. Mohammad Irfan Ali. Thanks for your long-term support to this project. I'd also like to express my heartfelt thanks to Minister Frank Anthony and other partners for your concerns and support to this project. Sixth Regional Hospital Project is the first medical and health infrastructure project jointly carried out by China and Guyana. Diamond Hospital is the first among the 6 regional hospitals to be completed and opened to the public. So it's my great honor to witness this important achievement of China and Guyana friendship. The Diamond Hospital that we see today is a comprehensive hospital designed and constructed according to Chinese standards. It can accommodate up to 150 outpatients and emergency visits per day, fully meeting the healthcare needs of the local community. After assuming my post here, I have visited the project site many times, and I'm so proud of its excellent medical environment and advanced equipment, which adopted Chinese standards, actually Chinese standards renowned for the rigor and sophistication, have been widely recognized and applied globally, ranking among the world's leading standards. Therefore, the completion and commission of Diamond Hospital will undoubtedly provide strong medical support for Guyanese people. In the near future, the other 5 hospitals will be completed one by one. Chinese company will continue to complete and deliver these projects with high quality, high standards, and high efficiency, which is my consistent requirement for Chinese companies. I would like to assure His Excellency and the Guyanese people. 6 Regional Hospitals project is another milestone in the joint efforts of our two nations to build the Health Silk Road, and another treatment to the fruitful outcomes of the high-quality Belt and Road cooperation between China and Guyana across various fields. Chinese companies are playing an increasingly important role in Guyana's economic and social transformation, while enthusiastically contributing to the social and economic development of Guyana. They also actively fulfill social responsibilities. 6 regional hospital projects has created around 1,000 job opportunities for the local community, enhancing the professional skills and employment competitiveness of technical workers. They also donated educational supplies to 5 neighboring schools, bringing great benefits to near 900 students. It is both the responsibility shouldered by Chinese enterprises and the solemn commitment of China as a responsible major country to realize the pursuit of common development and aspiration for a better life among all nations through the joint construction of the Belt and Road Initiative. Although I have only been in Guyana for 2 months, I have already been deeply impressed and inspired by the vibrant development of Guyanese society and the people's pioneering spirit. It has strengthened my confidence in the future of China-Guyana friendship and cooperation. Under the leadership of Your Excellency, President Ali, Guyana's economy is booming nowadays. People's living standard is gradually improving. Guyana's regional influence is rising steadily. A safe, prosperous, and sustainable Guyana is taking place. Meanwhile, the Guyanese government has committed to providing high-quality healthcare service, committed to continuously investing in the construction of modern medical facilities, committed to training and employing a large number of medical professionals, and committed to funding various healthcare programs. I can truly feel the Guyanese government's strong determination and concrete actions to build a world-class healthcare system. Recent years, under the guidance of our two heads of state, China and Guyana have forging an even closer community with a shared future, upholding a people-centered development philosophy. Our two nations have carried out a series of beneficial cooperation projects, bringing tangible benefits to both nations and our people. In the future, we stand ready with the Guyanese side to deepen political mutual trust, to tap the potential of bilateral economic and trade cooperation, and work together to achieve common prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Yang. At this time, we will have the symbolic handing over of the keys to the facility. I would like to invite the representative from CAMC and the Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, to do that symbolic handing over. And immediately after that, we will hear remarks from the Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health.
His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, Prime Minister Mark Phillips and Mistress Phillips, colleagues of the Cabinet, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chinese Ambassador to Guyana, Vice President of CAMSI, representatives of Sinopharm, staff of the Ministry of Health, and in particular, the staff of the new Diamond Hospital, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all of you, and thank you for joining us for this truly historic occasion, the official commissioning of the new Diamond Hospital. Well, if we have the new Diamond Hospital, probably meant that we had an old Diamond Hospital. And that old Diamond Hospital was officially opened on the 13th of October, 2007, in a ceremony that was led by the then President, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo. And that opening, today we can say it's 18 years ago since that facility was opened. But after it was opened, the services that were rendered was okay up to a period of time. But by 2015, that service had deteriorated, and by 2015 to 2020, not much had happened to that facility. In fact, it deteriorated so much that we couldn't do x-rays, we couldn't do some of the most basic things that were required of a hospital. Then, when we came back in 2020, one of the first things that we were doing, we were dealing with COVID, but as soon as we were able to get a handle on COVID, by the 26th of April, 2021, we started to upgrade that Diamond Hospital, the old one. We made it into a smart facility, and under the guidance of His Excellency, we spent close to $1 million to make that facility into a smart facility. We changed the wards. We added new wards. We added a surgical theater. And one of the things that was still missing, because we had an analog x-ray, we wanted to improve it by adding a digital x-ray. And so, on the 30th of July 2023, we invested and we added a brand new Siemens digital x-ray for that Diamond Hospital. And while we were putting in the x-rays and we were able to do high-quality imaging at that hospital, if we wanted to move those images to the Georgetown for a second opinion, we put in a PAC system so that we can seamlessly move those images. And with all those improvements, we still understood that the Diamond Hospital, the old one, had certain limitations. And we decided, the President decided, that we must build a new Diamond Hospital. And so, with his vision of a world-class healthcare system, one of the things was that we must have a world-class facility on the East Bank corridor. Why is that important? It is important because you would have seen the boom of housing on the East Bank. We can look right here at Diamond, the expansion of the housing schemes here. And it seemed like this community has endless amount of streets because you can go from one to another and it keeps expanding. We can look at housing at the back of Providence, and we can look at many other housing schemes that are along this corridor.
And this is another initiative of the PPP civic government where we wanted to ensure that thousands of persons across the East Bank, that we are able to provide to them affordable quality homes. But as we improve the living standards of people, they also would be looking for other social amenities. Think back to about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. The East Bank corridor, as we know it now, we have seen a blossoming of businesses. It has now become a vital offshore hub for the oil and gas industry here in Guyana. And the remarkable growth that we have seen in business dictates that we must also put in the social amenities to go along with those businesses. Thousands and thousands of jobs have been created on this East Bank corridor, helping to give the local workforce jobs, empowering families, and fostering economic stability for many persons here on the East Bank. And while we are doing that, this PPP civic government has also been investing in the education so that families living on the East Bank, that their children can get good quality education across the East Bank. We have seen the investments in nursery and primary and secondary schools, and we even have tertiary facilities such as the Texila University where people can go and get a good medical education. And there are many others, but we want to ensure that the people on the East Bank can have the requisite skill necessary for a successful future. Look across the East Bank. You can see the modern infrastructure that is going in. Roads, highways, and one of the most remarkable things that would be a significant monument, if you like, or symbolic of the development of where we are going, is that new Demerara Bridge. That is so symbolic of development, connecting Regions 3 and Regions 4. And it, of course, would stimulate further growth. So for those who are questioning maybe why it is necessary to have a regional hospital of this quality on the East Bank, the answer is the growth and the communities and the thousands of people who are living here now, they must not be short of quality health care. They must have the best health care like everybody else across this country. Today, Mr. President, we celebrate more than the opening of this new hospital. We are marking a significant investment in health, in the dignity and well-being of the people on the East Bank corridor, the more than 40,000 persons who are living on this East Bank corridor. And this hospital stands as a symbol of our President's commitment to ensuring quality health care, which is not a privilege for the few, but a right for all Guyanese. That's our President's commitment, and he is delivering it with this and other hospitals. I want to expand a little bit on what Mr. Shaw would have said about the facilities that we have here at this Diamond Hospital. This state-of-the-art facility boasts an array of services that would be working around the clock. And let's look at some of them. We will have a 24 hours emergency care. The emergency room would be working 24 hours a day. And we have a highly trained medical staff to provide critical care for the patients who need it. We also have a 24 hours laboratory service where, as was said, we have some of the most advanced diagnostic technologies in that lab. And we will be able to provide more than 100 parameters, laboratory parameters, more than 100. And we'll be able to do that quickly and get accurate results so that the physicians would be able to make timely decisions for their patients. We also would have 24 hours around-the-clock imaging service with the state-of-the-art imaging equipment that we now have in this hospital. It includes ultrasound. It includes digital x-rays. It includes a CT scan. And think back, not so long ago, we didn't have much CT in the public sector. And under the last government, they had some old CT scans, a two-slice. One went to Bartica, one went to New Amsterdam, and they were so old that even when we were looking for parts to fix them, we couldn't find the parts because it's out of production. Now you will have a modern CT scan that would be at this hospital, and you can access it all for free. And all of this digital setup that we have, you will be able, the physicians would be able to see it in the different wards if they need to, because that image can be sent from the unit, the radiology unit, to any one of the wards so that the physicians can look at it. And if we want a second opinion, then we can use the modern PACS system that we have put in place and send it to the radiologists at the Georgetown Hospital for that second opinion. Or, for that matter, if we want to send it internationally, we'll be able to do that with the new PACS system that we have in place. Our pharmacy is also a 24 hours pharmacy. And while we provide all the prescription medicine that our patients would need, we also have a special section within the pharmacy where we can do individualized consultations with our patients, teaching them how to use their medicine and so forth. What about the inpatient facilities? This hospital, we have 3 modern theaters, surgical theaters. And we have one right in the accident and emergency department. So if we have somebody coming in with serious trauma and we can't move them quickly enough to the upstairs where we have the theaters, we can do the surgeries right in the emergency department. We also have a well-equipped delivery room so that we can do safe deliveries at this hospital. And we have several intensive care units. So we have a 3-bed intensive care unit with all the modern equipment so that if somebody is critically ill, we can care for them in this facility. We also have a high dependency unit so that if you're not so critically ill, we can have a step-down stage in the high dependency unit. We also have, for our babies, we recognize that some of them might be born premature, and we would need to have a neonatal intensive care unit, and we have such a unit in this hospital. And for those babies with normal birth, we have a special nursery for those babies. You have heard a little bit about the inpatient rooms that we have. This is a major step up from what you would normally experience in a public hospital. because in most of our public hospitals, we are accustomed to open wards. And when people go there, they don't enjoy the kinds of privacy that they would like to have when they're in a hospital. We have changed all of that. This hospital, we have 75 inpatient beds, and every room would have 5 beds. And in every room, to each of those 5 beds, we have a toilet and a bath in that room. And as if that was not enough, every one of those rooms would have air conditioning. So you don't have to move, you will be in the comfort in that room. What are the other things in the room? So when you're in the bed, if you need to get oxygen, it's coming through the walls because we have specially designed it so that if you need oxygen, you can get it from the system that is built into the walls. If you need to call a nurse, you have a call button at your side. So you press the button and you will get the nurse. And when you have a chance to walk through, you would see that we have an electronic system that whichever room is calling, you can actually see which bed, which patient is calling so that you can render assistance. And when the nurses go in to give assistance, there is a gadget next to each door that you will have to touch as you walk in, and so we can monitor the time spent to manage that patient. And so these features are going to help to uplift the quality of care that we can offer at this facility. We have spoken a lot about digital health, and the President has been championing digital health not only in the health sector, but he wanted for all the sectors across the country. But this hospital has some unique features. Any part of the hospital you go, you will have wireless connectivity. And a lot of the things that we have in here, they would be using advanced electronic systems, displays, and a whole host of other monitoring systems that we have put in place to make sure that we can improve the quality of care that we are giving to our patients. Outpatient clinics. We have several outpatient clinics. In obstetrics and gynecology, there's an outpatient clinic for women who want to use these services. We can do from prenatal checkups, postnatal checkups, routine checkups, and advanced care can also be given at these outpatient clinics. Surgical clinics. We are able to provide surgical outpatient clinics where we can assess our patients, and when they need surgery, we bring them into the hospital to be able to do these types of surgery. Internal medicine. We have a clinic for internal medicine, and we'll be getting a lot of the specialists from the Georgetown Hospital to come and run specialty clinics at this hospital. So for example, we are already scheduling for us to have cardiology specialty being offered as part of the internal medicine suite of services that we can offer at this hospital. And in pediatrics, we are able to treat children of all ages, offering vaccinations, developmental screening, and treatment for acute and chronic pediatric diseases. We also have a specialized clinic to look at eye care. So if you need to get your eyes checked, you don't have to go far. Come right to this hospital and we'll be able to check your eyes for you. And if you need spectacles, once we check your eyes, you can get the government's voucher for $15,000 to help you to get your spectacles. The audiology clinic. we also have a specialized audiology clinic here. So those persons who are not hearing too well can come here and we can check your ears for you. And if you need a hearing aid, the government is going to provide the hearing aid free of cost to you. What about dentistry, dental clinics? We also have a dental clinic in this hospital. And we can do cleanings, we can do fillings, and we can do some other advanced procedures right here at this hospital. And then we have an array of ancillary services, including, and this is an experience that we learned from COVID, because during COVID, one of the challenges that we had was to ensure that we had enough oxygen. This hospital has an oxygen plant where we can generate all the oxygen that we need for this hospital. We don't have to pay extra. We are making our own oxygen at this hospital. Let's pause to welcome the Vice President of our country, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo. We also have a nice filtration system for our water. So any part of the hospital you go, you will be able to get good water. So you can drink it, and there's, that's the good quality. This hospital also have 2 dialysis machines to ensure that dialysis patients can get treatment right at this hospital. We have a state-of-the-art blood banking system to ensure that those who need transfusions will be able to get it when they come here. And like with all hospitals, we also have a mortuary. We don't want to use it very often, but if we need to, we have 6 chambers. We hope that we are not going to be using it very often. Mr. President, there have been a lot of concerns as we were building out this hospital about where we are going to get the people to work at this hospital. And under your guidance and with your support, we have been able to train a lot of nurses, a lot of nursing assistants, a lot of patient care assistants, and they have all graduated in time to be able to work at this hospital. So just to give you an idea, you have about 45 patient assistants that are now employed at this hospital. We have 50 nursing assistants that are employed at this hospital. And we have more than 40 registered nurses that are employed at this hospital. And our physician staff, including consultants for all those fields that I've mentioned, including consultants, registrars, and government medical officer, totals close to 70 persons who would be working at this facility. So when we say that we'll be delivering good quality care, we have the people who would be able to deliver that care in this hospital. I would like to thank again, Mr. President, the work that was done by the consulting company, VICAB, also the partnership of the consortium, CAMC and Sinopharm, that has worked to ensure that we get this hospital in such a timely manner. I want to thank them, and I also want to thank the government of China for supporting this project. The commissioning of this hospital is part of the President's broader vision It is aligned to the President's goal of building a world-class healthcare system, one that is people-centered, one that is technology-enabled, and one that can prepare us for the challenges of tomorrow, from whether it's non-communicable diseases to whether we have to face another pandemic. These hospitals would prepare us and make us more resilient. I want to also acknowledge that this hospital would create and stimulate economic activity and uplift this entire corridor. No longer would people from the East Bank have to go to Georgetown. You'll probably only have to go to the Georgetown Hospital for extremely specialized services. But this hospital would be able to take care of most of our patients on the East Bank. As we cut the ribbon today, we want to reaffirm the President's promise that no citizen should be left behind, no community should be left without good quality access to health care. And when the President speaks, it's not about rhetoric, it is about delivery of world-class health care system. I want to thank the President for his support to this sector and to all sectors of government, because with this type of vision, Guyana is not just moving incrementally, Guyana is moving in leaps and bounds. And if you didn't witness this over the last couple of years, then certainly you would need one of those iCare vouchers so that we can fix your site. This hospital brings with it a lot of hope. It would bring a lot of healing, and it would certainly benefit the people of our community. Once again, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, VP. Thank you to the Prime Minister and to the Cabinet, all of whom support this very positive venture for the people of our country. I just want to call now some of the key people who would be working at this hospital. And as I call them, I will ask them to come quickly up on stage so that you can see the people who would be responsible for the quality of care here at the facility. Mr. Sheikh Amir, who will be the CEO and medical superintendent. Dr. Jillian Apple Jardine, the hospital administrator. Mistress Sabrina Phillips, the matron of the hospital. The heads of department, Dr. Batukan Wilson, head of accident and emergency. Dr. Keisha DeFreitas, head of internal medicine. Dr. Sabrina Gittins, head of obstetrics and gynecology. Dr. Keisa Gordon, head of pediatrics. Dr. Courtly Hestick, head of orthopedics. Dr. Sheldon Hamilton, head of anesthesia and intensive care. Dr. Angela Bowen, the radiologist, head of radiology. Dr. Veronica Griffith, head of the outpatients department. Dr. Aliyah King, head of dentistry. Dr. Torres, head of ENT. Dr. Andrea Viren, head of psychiatry. Dr. Alvarez, head of dermatology. Dr. Mistress Ramkelawan, head of optometry. Ms. Ben, the audiology department. Ms. Adams, head of pharmacy. Ms. Spencer, the head of our laboratory. Please give them a big round of applause.
Let's put our hands together once again for the management staff of the Diamond Regional Hospital. And as you can see, we have some of the very best in our country in terms of healthcare, delivery personnel, and this is a big, big, big achievement. Put your hands together. Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, for so eloquently explaining so much about the hospital. I rather suspect that if there were still some amount of doubt, then people are now aware the hospital is being open and we are ready to serve. So put your hands together one more time for this great achievement. At this time, we want to put a little spice into the celebration, and we would like to invite one of our young and thriving musician, singer, songwriter of Guyana, a man who we're proud of. Put your hands together and help me welcome Calvin Burnett.
Oh, beautiful Guyana, oh, my lovely native land, more dear to me than all the world, thy sea-ward sun-kissed strand, or down upon the borders, looking out upon the deep, the great Atlantic glowing to a fury, or asleep at morn, at noon, or better in the crimson sunset's glow. I love thee, oh, I love thee. Oh, beautiful Guyana, oh, my lovely native land, more dear to me than all the world, thy seaward sun-kissed strand, or down upon the borders, looking out upon the deep, the great Atlantic blowing to a fury, or asleep at morn, at noon, or better in the crimson sunset's glow. I love thee, oh, I love thee. Oh, I love
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. And I wouldn't try that this afternoon at all, Mr. President. Before we hear from His Excellency, there is a short video that we're going to go to. We'd like to ask you to pay attention.
members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank all of you for attending this very significant occasion today. But before I go further, I want to acknowledge the successful completion of this project as a result of the work of the different partners from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, the contractors, the consultant, and all those who participated in making this project a grand success. I want you to all put your hands together for these persons. More importantly, I want to thank the People's Progressive Party civic government. I want to thank the People's Progressive Party civic government for ensuring this important investment was made. But even before the investment was made, for having the foresight and the vision to put together in 2020 the first phase of a health expansion and transformation plan that we are seeing the fruit of, and the fruit of that plan here today. It is the crafting of that plan and the vision of what we wanted the healthcare system to look like. Modern, efficient, giving the best medical treatment to our people, the equipment that will be here. And let me pause to mention that this hospital meet the minimum Chinese standard, British standard, and American standard. This facility would have satisfied the Chinese, British, and American standards. This is no small investment. This is an investment not in walls and equipment. This is an investment in the people of Guyana, especially the people of the East Bank. This is an investment that will ensure our women and children, our elderly and our male folk, all alike, have a level of treatment here that is not based on income, that is not based on your status, that is not based on where you are from, as level of service that is equivalent to any service you can pay for anywhere in Guyana. That is what this investment brings to you. Quality service, efficient service, equitable service. This is an investment in the people of our country. An investment that will increase the life expectancy of the citizens of our country. An investment that will give you comfort in which you receive medical care. And we must not take these investments lightly. Earlier, just before I came on stage, you saw the Minister of Health introducing one part of the management team. And I heard the whispers behind me, loud whispers. They're young. And then, when they all assembled, out of 16, we had 14 women. I want all the women in this gathering to stand. And I want all of us to give the women of Guyana a resounding round of applause. More than 75% of our medical intake are women. More than 90% of our nursing intake are women. We don't talk the talk alone on gender equality in Guyana. We are leaders when it comes to gender equality. We are leaders when it comes to empowering women. We are leaders when it comes to giving women leadership opportunity. And that is a philosophy of the People's Progressive Party civic government. When we go back to when we had almost less than 15% of the doctors we needed in the system. Frank mentioned the Forest Diamond Hospital that then President Jagdeo would have invested in. But at that time, we had less than 15% of the doctors we needed in this country. And the government then, without oil and gas, trained in excess of 1,000 young Guyanese to become doctor, to come back and to serve here. It is not only about resources. It is about a strategy. It is about a plan. It's about policies. It is about understanding what are the priorities. What are the priorities when we speak about transformation in healthcare? I was telling the Prime Minister, it feels like yesterday when we walked into government in 2020, and the very first meeting what was with our medical practitioners at the convention center. And we had COVID on our hands, and we were told that we had less than 200 PPEs for our medical workers in the entire system. We did not have the testing kits. We did not have any plan to get to the vaccines. They spent almost $2 billion on a shell as a COVID facility that did not have oxygen, that did not have a single bed inside. We had no ventilators there. And within 30 days, we had all of these things in Guyana to protect lives, to save Guyanese lives. It seemed like a long time ago, but that was the state of affairs. That was the position on the first day we took office in 2020. Measure that against today, when we are opening a brand new state-of-the-art facility, one of 5 under this program, but many, many more. I will get to that. One of 6, under this program, but many, many more, which I'll get to. And we are already advancing the next phase of the transformation. You saw drone delivery of medicines and medical supplies. We have a clearly defined strategy that will take us to 2030 and beyond. A strategy that would set our health sector as a global masterpiece, offering world-class services, but more importantly, a health sector that would also continue to incentivize private investment, because we want Guyana to be a major health hub. Healthcare and health services must be able to provide economic opportunity, investment opportunity, because health and the ecosystem that surrounds health is important business also. But whilst we want to encourage the private investment and expand private care to the best the world has to offer, we want to ensure that the government invests simultaneously in equivalent care so every Guyanese can have a minimum standard of care, regardless of which region you're from. And that is what the government is about. That is what this strategy is about. We want to be able to build a sector that is interconnected. You will see these 6 hospitals under this program resembling each other, carrying the same set of equipment, because we understand that after the building of the hospital, you have the maintenance. And I want to say today to you, here in Diamond, that this investment in the healthcare system is also supported, as the minister would have said, by many other investments that surround us. Housing, water, security. And security is a critical aspect of the investment we are making and will continue to make here on the East Bank and all across the country. In every single region, in every single sub-region, for example, here in 4, we can give you a clearly defined strategy for every sector, for the East Coast, the East Bank, Georgetown, Region 4, every single region. There is a clear path, a clear strategy for the improvement of lives. So today, the investment we are making is also equally matched with the investment we are making in our nurses, in our human capital. We have trained thousands of healthcare professionals in the last 5 years. Thousands! In every category. So we are also investing in the human capital, ensuring that we have a motivated workforce, ensuring that we have a skillful, competent workforce. And we are adding technology to that workforce so we can build accountability in the system. We can build traceability in the system. We want our healthcare professionals to be supported with technology to make their job more efficient, and the citizens of the country to be supported with technology to ensure greater accountability and transparency in the delivery of service. Because that is a great priority of the government, to ensure that we put systems in place so that the investments we are making will deliver high-class service, efficient and reliable service, consistently. And I charge the more than 1,000 workers that will eventually work here in this hospital to understand that you are part of something much larger than yourself. And we rest this facility in your care. The patients who will use the facility, you too have a responsibility to ensure that the facility is not only kept well, but that generations to come will get the same benefit you got from this facility. When you look at how we're going to fill the human resource gap also, because it's an important question. That is why we are building new nursing schools in addition to the one in Region 10, new nursing school in Region 2, in Region 6, because we have to train more than 6,000 nurses in the next 5 years, and we are going to make the investment to make that possible. This is one of the only countries that give our nurses almost a full stipend whilst they're being trained, and a guaranteed job when they finish their training. And our salaries have grown so consistently that they are now getting closer to those in the region that our nurses would have left to go for in the past. Many nurses, they see me and they compare. I was in Bahamas. and I met a lot of Guyanese nurses there. And when they calculate their propensity to save, their ability to save there and here, they are beginning to make that shift to come back in our system. And it is only going to get better. Salaries, your welfare, your work condition, your benefits is only going to get better under the People's Progressive Party civic government. You will recall the promises and commitment we made in 2020. The building of 6 new regional hospitals, including a level 5 hospital and pediatric and maternal hospital that is presently under construction in Ogle. And the proximity, you know, the Prime Minister was telling me, someone told him they were coming from Ogle to this hospital and using the new highway, they took 11 minutes. And if they were speeding, the electronic cameras would have already gotten them. But that is what is taking place. None of this that we see here was here 5 years ago. None of these buildings, none of these road investments, the lights, what we have accomplished in 4.5 years with less than 1 million people is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The pace of change, the pace of transformation. And I want to tell you, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because after September, we are refueling. We are refueling the engine. Coming back with turbo on. Jet engine. Pushing forward the people's work, the people's development, the people's improvement. So, outside of these 6 regional hospitals and a pediatric and maternal specialty hospital, we have constructed more than 26 health centers. We have upgraded more than 400 health facilities. And we have transformed key hospitals, Lethem, Lenora, for example, into smart facilities. The hinterland region, like Lethem and Mabaruma, are doing advanced medical care now. For a matter of fact, for the first time, we have the reversal of patients now coming in from Brazil at Lethem Hospital. As we move forward, we must be able to build a future in which our healthcare professionals can rest assured that they have a rewarding future ahead. Rewarding in the sense of your immediate benefits, in the environment in which you're working, in your welfare, in your opportunity to own your own home, having good roads, having cheap electricity, but rewarding also in service. And to our citizens, you can be assured of a future in which you will have a level of service comparable to anything when it comes to world-class health care. That is the foundation of our commitment. In the last 4 years, you will see our healthcare professionals having salary increases of more than 46% cumulatively. And that excludes the one-off bonus payment, We made $612 million, benefiting 9,200 health workers. The special vouchers we give to our frontline workers, the adjustment in the salaries for our nurses. These things seem a long time ago, but it is only a few years ago that we made these important adjustments for the medical professionals of our country. We introduced heart, diabetes, and cancer screening program. We supported over 22,000 surgeries across every single region, including brain and cardiac procedures. We expanded the breast and cervical cancer screening program. We constructed new labs. We launched a $600,000 annual dialysis support. And on that note, we have heard the voices of our dialysis patients, and we are presently investing in retrofitted dialysis facilities that will go in every single region to ensure that you are not paying more than what you're supposed to pay for that dialysis treatment. So every single region would have one of these retrofitted facilities to support the vouchers, the $600,000 vouchers that we're giving. We have announced plans for advanced treatment in many new areas. Today, in the health system, we have 85% availability of drugs and medical supplies. 85% across the country, availability of drugs and medical supplies. These are the things that are important to world-class health care. These things are important to ensure the comfort of our patients. But my friends, what lie ahead is even more exciting. What lie ahead and the plans we have ahead is even more exciting for health care in this country and in this region. Because we said our prosperity must lead to the prosperity of the region. And I'll just gloss over some of the plans that are already in the pipeline. Some already started that will benefit the people of this country. The new maternal and pediatric hospital will come into full operation in the coming year. The New Amsterdam Hospital, a level 5 hospital with a teaching medical school in Region 6 at New Amsterdam. The new West Demerara Regional Hospital, a level 4 facility. The new oncology center that will treat cancer patients. We are already working with that. Design completed with Mount Sinai. The new rehabilitation center for stroke patients. The Advanced Dental Center, which is a public-private partnership. The Advanced Ophthalmology Center. Let me tell you something about this. Without oil and gas, we left an ophthalmology center in Port Morant that was treating people from the entire Caribbean. Functional, modern. And between 2015 to 2020, when we came back, they shut it down. Shut down that center completely. We reopened that center, made it functional once again, reinvested in it, and more than thousands of Guyanese would have already benefited from treatment at that center. That is investment that tells you about the philosophy of our government. A caring philosophy. We are not only concerned about a beautiful structure and architecture, we are concerned also about the service we deliver to the people. We are also working now on a health emergency operations center that will coordinate land, sea, and air ambulances. This work would have already started with Northwell. We're currently developing a regional center to prevent poisoning. And already we have a proposal for a world-class branded hospital that will be focusing on medical tourism in a new Silica City. Outside of these investments, we have major investment already in the pipeline for Region 7, Region 9, Region 8. All of these investments are geared towards ensuring equitable level of service for citizens all across our country. And to support the transformation, we have a whole digital health plan. Digital health, including the electronic health record system, the e-prescribing pharmacy, the digitization of the pharmaceuticals and medical supplies warehousing and distribution system. Work already started. The proposal would have already been received. Introduction of robotic surgery, Da Vinci robots. These are not things we are dreaming about. These are things already in the pipeline. Works would have already commenced on operationalizing these things in our healthcare system. We're going to deploy AI applications in our healthcare for imaging interpretation. Right now, we're connected to some of the best hospitals in India and other places that are helping us to read our imaging 24 hours. We are connected. We have lab services that are interconnected with other systems globally that is supporting our healthcare system. You just saw the introduction of drone delivery to further enhance the efficiency in the system. Laboratories facility, new medicines labs, and regulatory authority to govern these labs. And yes, we also know that we have to modernize the medical council, the pharmacy council, the dental council. We have to modernize these institutions to match the development that is taking place in the healthcare sector. We are talking about tissue banks, the development of the Caribbean Biobank, the development of the Caribbean Gene Bank, and the development of the Guyana Eye Bank. These are things that are already in train. These are the type of investments that we are going to make to position Guyana at the cutting edge of healthcare delivery, at the cutting edge of global health services. And we have to invest in these things because we can get to world class going the straight line method. We have to leapfrog. So we have to adopt the best there is today and shorten that time span between where we are and where we want the healthcare system to be. We're investing in a series of life sciences hub assisted by the EU. The establishment of the EU-Guyana-Barbados grant partnership that is going to build the ecosystem to support a biopharma industry here. The development of the Caribbean Center for Manufacturing of Diagnostics, Therapeutic, and Vaccines. The development of the Biomedical Research Center. The development of an incubator ecosystem for startups. The development of a mechanism to fund startups. All of these are things that are going to support this transformation in the healthcare system. We're going to invest heavily in public health education, the continuous education of our healthcare professionals. These are the things that matter when we speak about a world-class healthcare system. And I want to say to you today that one thing you can be assured of, when the People's Progressive Party civic government say we will do it, you can rest assured it will be done. We have a clear strategy. Today is a celebration here on the East Bank of this new modern 75-bed hospital. Tomorrow, it will be another community. If we are to open every single facility that is ready to be opened here between now and the end of this year, we'll have to open 3 facilities per day. 3 facilities per day. My friends, let us not take these investments for granted. By the time we are finished here today, there will be those who will try to minimize what this achievement here is all about. You have to be thinkers for yourself. You have to understand what this means for the people on the East Bank. As we said, the old Diamond Hospital would have outgrown its capacity, outgrown its functionality. But what have we done? We have matched the growth in the demand with the investment. Here is where the resources are going. Investing in tangible things that will bring long-term benefit to you and your children and generations to come. This hospital would not differentiate between who will be using it based on religious, political, or social consideration. This is an investment for all of Guyana, all of the East Bank. And when we speak about the philosophy of One Guyana, this is a representation of that philosophy. One people, one future, one vision. So my dear friends, as we celebrate together, I say, let us move forward together for a better Guyana. Let us take this journey forward. Let us take this development journey forward. I've just given you a flavor of what the health sector and the health ecosystem will look like and represent. But we can only do this together. We can only do this in a united way. We can only do this if we are serious about the future and serious about what matters. These are not things to be taken for granted. This is not a show. Elections and policies, it's not show business. Elections and policies are serious issues for citizens, society, and country. They're issues that we must be serious about. And I can assure you that we are serious about your future. The People's Progressive Party Civic, we are serious about our responsibility in giving you the best possible future you can have, in investing in that future. Education, health, roads, food, energy. Today, as I was coming back from Parika, Arya was going through her social media and then said to me, wow, we're selling credits to Apple. Carbon credits. These are not accidental things. These are things that required careful planning, visionary thinking. The LCDS was beyond its time. Remember, when we first launched the LCDS, what the cynics said? They condemned it. In 2015, they threw it aside and used the LCDS money to finance a new green strategy that never came off the table. In 5 years, we brought back the LCDS, expanded to LCDS 2030, and finalized markets that is earning our people billions of US dollars. Sometimes it looks simple, but it is hard work, consistent work. It is critical thinking. It is understanding the way the world operates. It's understanding where our competitive advantage is. And healthcare and the resources that we're investing in healthcare is to give us that competitive advantage so that our private healthcare providers would see a market beyond our borders. Our diaspora, let me give you a simple example right here. I was talking to Frank. I took the most complex dental surgery that this hospital will offer free of cost. And I did some checks in the US and other places. What will be the cost for that service? The most complex. And the average cost is more than 7,000 US dollars. You will get that free of cost at this hospital here. Free of cost. So my friends, let us ensure we keep this facility in excellent condition. Let us ensure that we continue to build on this momentum, that we continue to build on this foundation of transformation, and that we all commit ourselves to invest in a Guyana that makes us stronger together. I thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, for that little flavor of what we have in the health system. And thank you, sir, for mapping out the course of our future and reassuring the gathering here this afternoon of your government's commitment to building a bright future for everyone in Guyana. We salute you this afternoon, Mr. President, on your hard work. And ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together one more time for His Excellency? At this time, I would like to welcome one of the ladies who were appointed to serve in this hospital as the hospital administrator to come and do the vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Gillian Apple Jardine.
Pleasant afternoon, all. His Excellency, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Honorable Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, Prime Minister, retired Brigadier Mark Phillips, our Vice President, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, Honorable Ministers of the Government, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Permanent Secretaries, distinguished guests, members of the media, and members of the community. Good afternoon, all. On behalf of the Ministry of Health and all stakeholders involved, I wish to first extend our profound gratitude to His Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, for his presence here today and for his visionary leadership and unwavering support in strengthening our national healthcare infrastructure. This facility stands as a testament to that vision. We are equally grateful to the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, whose tireless advocacy for equitable access to healthcare has been instrumental in bringing this project to fruition. Minister, your stewardship continues to elevate the standard of health services across the nation. Our sincere thanks also goes to Mr. Malcolm Watkins, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health, whose dedication, coordination, and oversight have been invaluable throughout this process. To the planning team, guided by PAHO consultant, Dr. James, from the Chief Medical Officer's Office, Dr. Budram, from the Administration Department at the Ministry of Health, Ms. Bollers, Operations Manager from the PS's Office, Ms. Ramatar, from the Regional Health Services Department, Dr. Lal and Dr. Bindo, from the Human Resources Department, Ms. Noel, and all other supporting teams, we are sincerely grateful for your professionalism and commitment to excellence. Special acknowledgement is also given to the hospital management team led by the Medical Superintendent and CEO, Dr. Sheikh Amir, the matron, Ms. Sabrina Phillips, all the heads of department, and the entire clinical and administrative staff, whose dedication will be central to the successful operation of this hospital. We recognize with deep appreciation the presence of our Regional Health Officer, Dr. Gavinash Prasad, and other esteemed regional officials who have been supportive of this initiative and in ensuring alignment with regional development priorities. Thank you to CAMC for not just the product of this state-of-the-art facility, but also being very supportive and accommodating, answering our many questions, facilitating our numerous site visits, and just being there when we needed you. And we look forward to that continuous collaboration over the next year during the defects liability period. Thank you as well to VICAB Engineering for providing the project oversight. A special thank you to those who played a part in pulling off a great program today. Our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Michael Gavayo, the religious leaders, the lion dancers, the Chinese ambassador, Her Excellency Yang Yang, and our performer, Calvin Barnett. Thank you. Lastly, to our general audience, the residents of Diamond and the surrounding communities, thank you for your support, your patience, and your trust. This hospital was built with you in mind to meet your healthcare needs. The staff are set and ready to welcome you. We look forward to it becoming a beacon of quality healthcare in this region. Once again, thank you all for your presence and your contributions. Let us move together with a shared commitment to improving the health and well-being of our people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jardine. And Mr. President, we would now like to invite you to do the unveiling of the plaque and the cutting of the ribbon, followed by the walkthrough at the front of the facility. This group, the President will be accompanied by the Honorable Prime Minister, the Chinese Ambassador, the Minister of Health, and members of the media. The other group will be led by our Permanent Secretary, Mr. Malcolm Watkins, and that will include all the cabinet members and members of parliament and members of the diplomatic corps. Then we will proceed thereafter with 3 other groupings that will be led by Dr. Binder, Ms. Ramutar, and Ms. Noel. If you're interested in being part of the walkthrough, then we will advise that you check at the front. The ushers, the persons guiding you at the front will provide the necessary guidance, and so you can be part of this auspicious occasion. Thank you very much for your cooperation this afternoon, and thank you so much for participating in this very auspicious occasion. The Lord richly bless all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. You can please ensure that you get some refreshments before you leave. We have a booth to the left of the tent. Please ensure that you get your refreshments. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's not you.
Yes, sir. Rick. Yes, sir.
our medical center, which is provided to us. Here, we're holistic. We want to look after the healthy eye. We take out foreign bodies, we need to wear prescriptions. It's more than just coming here to find us.
This is it.
Here at Audiology, we believe in hearing for all our patients, not just those who may have
This is audiology.
yes, not just those who may have a hearing loss, but those as well who hear for their hearing.
They hard hearing.
Yes. And so one of our best features here in audiology is, of course, we're famous for our digital hearing aids. And here we have a sample of the hearing aids that Ministry of Health, of course, gives to our population free of cost. And so here we
So this is the one. This is the one that they use to get.
Push.
First of all, you have fantastic facilities here.
Thank you so very much. So first I would like to introduce our hematology analyzer. It's an automatic equipment. What we can do, we can load our samples. On the side, you can use 10
Everything is
samples.
digital.
Yes, 10 samples at a time. It takes the sample, scans it, puts it inside, mixes the sample for us, which we use
All this used to be manual.
manually.
Yeah.
So it does that for us, and we get the results on screen. This is our chemiluminescence. This is for hormones. We are able to run now 90 samples with 80 samples as routine, and we can get the rest as emergency samples. Yes, of course. Going forward, this is standard centrifuge. We have advanced scales that we can now use.
See, everything they used to do manual, digital, and even AI supported, because they can get also some AI connectivity on reading, right?
This is our coagulant analyzer, and we're able now to offer all of these tests. We could do PT, which is for thrombin, activated for thrombin. We could do the dimer. So that's a great improvement to what we did not have, because this we were lacking. Moving forward, the dimer here. I'm so
What is
sorry.
this one over here? Huh?
This is our chemistry analyzer. This one is a beast.
So this is the beast.
This is the beast of the lab. So it is able to run 50 routine samples. 50. Yes, and 14.
So historically, how much you could have run?
6.
6. So imagine that. Before this, they could have run 6. Now they can run 50. Just understand the scale of the transformation.
More efficiency.
And then each one of the hospital will have that.
Yeah.
So from 6 to 50, just think about the scale, the scale of transformation.
So that's one word.
Over there we got
Or biosafety cabinet. So this would greatly improve sample preparation and also protection for staff. So really, really nice.
Safety.
Yes, exactly. This is our urinalysis analyzer. So what it does, we load our urine samples. It takes the sample and it actually drops the onto the strip, the sample onto the strip. So we don't have to do that to manually look at it. It is automating. Is that one sample? No, it's actually 10.
Oh. 10.
Yes.
You see that? They used to do one sample at a time. Now they can do 10 samples.
And over here we can offer forward and reverse the grouping and stuff like that, and IgG testing, so that when we're cross-matching blood, we make sure that it's safe for the patient who's receiving it. Good job.
I wish you well.
Thank you.
We'll take care of you. You take care of this lab.
Awesome. No problem.
You guys have good results. take good care of it.
We will.
And I know you'll give it best service. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you.
Great.
Difficult or lower level of hearing, like moderate to severe hearing loss, they need a hearing aid with a more secure mode so that they will be able to capture the sound to be able to communicate effectively with those around them. We believe in hearing care for all Guyanese. A child should not be left behind in the classroom because they can't hear, nor should an elderly because of isolation because they have a hearing loss. So we thank the Ministry of Health and you, Mr. President, for making free hearing aids possible for our Guyanese.
And if somebody had to do this in the private sector, it's possible. I know in about 400, 500 US dollars.
Just for it.
Just for the hearing, just for the hearing. And it's free here. It's free. Anybody can come get it. Those are
Welcome to the dental department. As you would have mentioned earlier, this facility is predominantly female management, right? And the dental department is female. We have mainly females working here. We don't have any males working in here.
And you have the most modern equipment here.
Definitely, right? We have digital X-ray units. We have specialized sterilization units.
They have their own digital X-ray in the dental section. So within their own facility, they have their own digital X-ray.
So basically, you take your image over here. The patient comes here. You sit. We take the image here. The film goes into this processor that comes up onto the computer, which is then entered into the patient account. Because for each patient that comes here, everything is completely digital. We have no paper trail in here. Everything is fully digital onto that the patient card that we create there. And on top of that, we have.
And in the cost analysis I did in the speech, I did not even factor in digital X-ray.
And of course, we have brand new dental chairs that we will. Our two female dental surgeons will be utilizing. They'll be offering oral surgeries, different types of fillings, endodontic procedures, and of course, given that we have such a beautiful facility, we'll be having visiting dental specialists coming here. Specifically, a periodontist will be visiting here very often.
Very good. You gotta keep it just like that. There's a young principal dental. How are you? So these are consultation rooms. We have different consultation rooms. Here we can do ultrasound. But you see the difference in the accidents in the emergency room themselves? Yeah. It's like separate rooms with just two beds than one big open system. So there's more privacy, and every single one of the rooms got its own set of equipment. So you don't have to roll around equipment like in the past.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Hamilton, the HOD for Anesthesia and Intensive Care. So here we have one of the operating theaters that will be functional.
So the guys can come and get it here. Take it because they can't go in there. Great. So this is the emergency theater. And you're right next to the room.
It's the recovery room.
Yeah. And we have another room on the other side. So if we need to provide stabilization to the patient. No, we don't.
X-ray machine, and we have a portable X-ray machine.
You gotta roll the patient anymore. Yeah, just take up the patient.
So the beauty of our department is all of our system running on a digital system.
Say that to them.
So the beauty about our imaging department is our system is running on a digital system. So we are exactly. So we're modernized, and we have X-ray modality, CT modality, and an ultrasound modality. All three of these modalities run on a digital system, and images are transported via a PAC system, which. So this is our CT scanner, Philips 500.
This is the radio?
Yes.
Vanessa.
We have one to go.
Okay. So tell them a bit about this. Which is one of the latest machines. Just tell them.
So our Philips CT scanner 32 slice, 64 slice reconstruction, 500 machine is a state-of-the-art digital machine which basically takes images for any body parts of a patient, and then that data is processed and transferred over into our PAC system, which is a processing, archiving, communication system, and it feeds directly into the database, and we can view those images from our reading room, from the A&E, from all the clinics. I can be at home and still view these images as well. If I go to Letem, once there's internet, I can view the image. I can go to.
The good thing you gotta tell them is that you can also get secondary reading.
Yes.
Right? So you can get second opinion. It's connected to, it's India now, we get second opinion from. And even Northwell, all of these.
So basically, we can have a second opinion from any country in the world that is contracted with us and read these images. I can go to Barbados and log in and read these images. I can go to
You
the
don't need
US
to walk
and
with big folders anymore.
all you need is your laptop and Wi-Fi.
Great, great. Excellent. Good job. Yes, the promise into the future.
We'll be ready. Yeah. We'll follow you anyway. This is one of the. Yeah.
That's not going.
This is
That's
here
not going.
when you roll a bed.
No, I didn't. No.
The theater. So we have two theaters there. Here we have some rooms. We have the working suite. We have the prenatal area. We have the neonatal.
So you want to take me and show me what you have?
Yes, you should. Well, I'll show you.
Cherry, put on one of these things. No. Come on, come. So you want to start from the door?
Showing the.
Should go. Let's start from here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So this is our change room where the beds come in with the patient. Here, how is
Take us to the floor.
So the beds that are outside kind of come in.
Yeah.
one
So you have two operating theaters. This is
Yes.
one.
and the other is over there.
Just go and get it.
So they are all equipped with modern equipment.
And this is the second one.
Yes.
Can we just open everything?
Yes.
Not to go in.
Yeah.
Look at that. All modern.
Yeah.
So we have the anesthetic tower, pumps, example. Then there is like a scavenging system.
And the good thing here is that no hand, right? Just
no need a hand.
So just this here.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thanks. Yeah.
Modern.
Free of hand.
So here is where you watch. And you're going to enter through this door. Along this corridor we have the utensils there. So this is a recovery area.
Yeah, same.
The recovery room.
Yeah. After there, come to here. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Smart cabinet. No? I don't think so.
We have one small cabinet that warms blankets and fluids.
Beautiful.
IV fluids.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead.
This here is ICU. No one. Yeah.
Door closing.
You all right?
No, it's very efficient.
Yeah. This is the ICU. So all the equipment we have. And this is and the good thing about this ICU, every bed has its own suite. Right. What you have here to move it.
Yeah.
This here is movable, right? So you can move it how you need it. And on both sides, so we can put whatever is needed. So it doesn't clutter the patient.
We have our each bed has their own monitors and ventilators. So there are 3 beds. We have equipment for all 3 beds. Yes, we have equipment for all 3 beds. So we have the ventilator, we have the cardiac monitor, and we also have our infusion pumps. We have equipment for each bed. So there's no reason to borrow from anywhere.
Beautiful.
We have everything.
Nice. Accident.
You can see the patient without
Oh, no, I didn't do that.
There is a special feature.
I don't know if we can show you the room. Yeah, come.
Receiver handle. It has the options of which bed your patient is on. They press on it, the nurse at the station there, it activates. She confirms who's out here because a camera comes on. And she can connect them to the patient.
So from here you connect to the patient bed.
They
So
can,
you
there's an
don't have to come in.
iPad on an arm, so they can see their patient without coming into the ICU.
They don't have to come in.
Remember, ICU was very restricted.
Yeah, you could talk to the patient, see the patient. This one you can see the patient in the ICU bed. And so forth. This is the pre-delivery room. Right? So we have beds, mothers will be meeting here. And over there. Explain your department.
Yes, so this is the labor ward and the delivery ward, also associated with the NICU or the neonatal intensive care units. So this area here is where we would have our patients in labor, and over here would be the delivery section. Right now, we could take a peek in it.
Let's take a peek. This way, this way. That's the delivery section.
So they would be in labor over there.
All more and stuff now. Very good.
It's very nice, the lights, we will be able to do vaginal masturbation, everything over here, take care of the babies and everything right there. bed actually has a baby monitor to monitor the babies. And we have good privacy around each bed actually.
To go and pediatrics. This is our NICU. It's a 4-bed unit. As you can see, we have 4 incubators, and they all have advanced capabilities, advanced monitoring capabilities. One is turned on right here. You can see the monitor. We also have ventilators for babies that need respiratory support. We have a phototherapy lamp and oxygen from the walls, everything that we need to run a NICU. We also have the neonatal chamber over there, which is for our well babies, or babies that have little issues.
All right. Very good.
This is the gynecology and obstetric outpatient clinic as well as the pediatric clinic. So on this side is for our pregnant women and
That's it. It's a system. Yes, and you can see it.
So one thing that we have here, we actually have This is the colposcopy machine, and this is something that we use to screen for cancer in women, and this is something that we promote a lot because of the rate that we see with cervical cancer.
Yeah. I have 2 of these now. Good. So all the hospitals now have 2 of these. Yes.
Alright, and this is the treatment room, ECG room over there. Want to see it? Each of the rooms, they actually have a computer and a printer, so it's very ready to start.
So every room you
electronic
have
medical
all
system.
your equipment, you don't have to move things around.
We have the same system we put in a GPHC that will come in here. So all the patient records, we now be able to move them around.
There's a whole country to put that.
These are the 5 beds.
Yeah. You can get oxygen, vacuum, so everything is set up. Fancy, right?
Yes. But you know this is going to be standard, how clean you keep that.
And you can sterilize, and so when you come in and you see a patient, you sterilize. Right.
So if a patient has a query or concern, they can always touch the
Buzz the
button,
nurse.
and the nurse says, what's the weird?
Now you guys have to take care of this, right?
Let's just go down the card.
Here, guys, right? They take care of the facility too, right? Counting on you guys, right? Great. So these are all orientation. Yeah, you are. And
these are the 5 beds.
Yeah. You get oxygen, vacuum, so everything is set up.
Yeah.
Fancy, right?
Yes, yes.
Look at what.
But you know, this is going to be standard, how clean you keep that.
And you can sterilize, and so when you come in and you see a patient, you sterilize. Okay. Right.
So if a patient has a query or concern, they can always touch the
Buzz
button,
the nurse.
and the nurse says, what's the weird? They come.
Now you guys have to take care of this, right? Let's just go down the car.
Take care, guys, right? Take good care of the facility too, right? Counting on you guys, right? Great. So these are all.
And this is the treatment room, ECG room over there. Want to see it? Each of the rooms, they actually have a computer and a printer, so it's very ready to start.
So
the
every room you
electronic
have
medical
all
system.
your equipment, you don't have to move things around.
We get the same system we put in a GPHC that will come in here. So all the patient records, we now be able to move them around.
There's a whole country to put it. Hello, I saw that program you had. All right.
See, that's the thing, tell you, gotta be on special ones, particularly how many you have.
So this tells you
On the floor.
on the floor, right?
Welcome, everyone, to the male. My name is Ila Halvin. I'm the HOD of this department. This is the male medical surgical unit, and it comprises of 27 beds. We have 5 rooms with 5 beds each inside, and 1 room with 2 beds inside. So if we have patients who have a contagious illness or disease, they will be housed in that room. We also have our voice activated system. Please allow me to demonstrate. So when we have our patient in the room and they need our assistance, when the nurse enters the room, they will press here and it will say nurse enter. So when I go into the room and I do whatever procedure or assist the patient and I come out, I will press here and this will state that a nurse attended to the patient.
Helping accountability.
Yes. We also have our voice activated system. So if a patient needs assistance, they will call and they will say, "Hi nurse, I need your assistance in helping me to go to the washroom." So the nurse who is at the station will hear the patient and communicate with the patient. Alright? So the nurse would enter the room. "Hello nurse, this is patient Holly. Can you come and assist me?"
Okay. Yes, so we will be better able to provide close monitoring for our patient and quality service to our patient, and thus it will improve our healthcare system. So we are very pleased to be here to provide our services to our Guyana population.
Thank you. And you'll take care of everything here.
Thank you.
Keep it nice.
Yes, we will.
Good.